Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's the 28th of January, 2025. My name is Linda G., Comanche Psychic / medium. And I'm here today to try to calm as many people as I can down. Those of you that may be looking at the news, which I don't agree we should look at too often, because as terrible as things are going, the media wanted this because he sells commercials. So 47 is going cray cray. It's not funny at all, but he's just now that they've just announced that he's frozen Medicaid and anything to do with food stamps. It's pretty bad. Hold on, let me turn this off. So it's bad, but I'll give you the down low. I want to thank you guys for your comments. As you know, we had Tom Timor, who introduced us to most benevolent outcomes. And he has those good prayers. He's written lots of books. He's writing another book. But yesterday he hit on like California falling into the sea and stuff, which this has been prophesized for a long time. Not that it's not going to happen, but I'm just saying it's been on the books. Edgar Casey talked about it, Ruth Montgomery. Time frames is never right. I don't feel it personally, but I'm sorry because what happened was this was like you're already overwhelmed with that precedent. And now you got this, but I don't see it right away at all. Okay, so, but that's me. You just got to live in the moment and live in peace, okay? And ask that the world protect you. And a lot of people, they even said, some of the books I've read from famous people from years ago said, before something bad happens, people will get this uncanny ability to feel it. So, hold on 1 second. I wanted to tell you that I got a book from a lovely lady named Nicole Yard, Yarde, Writing as a Libertarian, Not Just Words. And she says, in your invitation to reclaim the power of your voice in this transformative guide, Nicole leads you through the journey of using writing as a tool for personal freedom and empowerment. I just got the book. I haven't really had time to sit down, but I wanted to show it to you guys. Thank you, Nicole, for the book. Okay, and I was on with Andre today. The aspects are, he's just telling us what the aspects are. And I would say it's actually pretty good. So, my son just wrote me to make sure that I got a package, which I did, and it's in his room. Okay, so we've got questions. Hold on, let me open up my questions, which I should have done before I even opened up this channel. Where are we? Right here. That new press agent said, I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to lie on behalf of 47. It's like, oh my God, didn't that other one, Sarah, whatever, did she say the same thing? Okay, so here we go. You guys had some good questions too. All right, so here we go. All right. So what I want to do first, though, before we get into anything else, I want to look at what's going on right now. I guess Carolyn Kennedy has some choice words to say about her cousin, or second cousin once removed. I'm going to use the Deborah cards. Okay, so Oh, and thank you too for Dan. You guys gave so generously for his son to be able to do that. They're so thrilled, so thrilled beyond belief. And Dan didn't ask me to put that YouTube on my channel. I offered because he's my friend and I like his son and I really want him to be able to make it. And yes, he has a job as a school teacher, so you know why he can't afford to go unless he gets help. For school teachers, eventually that will be remedied. So this is, by the way, this is not straight bourbon. This is iced tea with no ice in it. So tell me about Medicaid. I know he's stopping any kind of, why would someone do that? Why would someone just go across the board, stop all payments? Dan had said that that was reversed, but it wasn't. They're still talking about it on the news. Uh, it's really, this is what I saw. This is what's going to happen. I don't want you guys to freak out, except those that really need the money. What is the outcome? Will they be able to nip this in the butt? Now, let me tell you that the Dems are finally coming out in droves, and even the Republicans are contacting their people, their governors, saying, "What in the world? Who does that?" And yes, he changed the $35 copay. It's like he stopped payments for children, for the elderly. Some guy wrote on this saying, yeah, well, I guess I can just get a job. An 85-year-old person and a child can go get a job. So anyway, people are just cruel. There's just cruelty, but we will overcome. We will get past all this. Take a deep breath, everybody. Breathe it out. Take another deep breath. Breathe it out. Take another deep breath. Breathe it out. I mean, feeling calm while I'm doing this. I get a lot of you guys writing me. So cute. They'll show their little puppies on the couch or even their cats watching me. Who the hell is that? She got a big ass head. Okay. Angel of Light and Mercy. He's cutting Medicaid. What's the outcome of that? Can you give us the truth and only the truth? I got to give you guys a hit too. Right after this, I'm going to tell you the hit that I got. Let me write down so I don't forget. I got a big ass hit. Okay, so let's look at this. Ooh, the Ten of Swords. This is out of the blue. People thought he had threatened this, but they didn't think he would go through with it. Crossed by separate forces. People like, no, the rich people don't care. Sure, cut it, cut it. This is the feminine fighting for the others. This is fights, verbal fights. The world is looking at us, shaking their heads. Here's some sort of lawyering up, or somebody's going to come in. I saw Nancy Pelosi had made a comment that, he's over here making these executive orders going against the Constitution. He can't do that. But how long will it take to fight it? There's a lot of people that are going to be upset with him, you guys. Look at this. People will riot. There's people that are going to say, well, I got nothing to lose, sucker. I don't know what he's, the worst ones you can hurt is his own people. People are the fool coming across the waters. Eventually, this will get put back in, but there's some damage before it does. And I'm so sorry to tell you that. Well, we knew, I told you guys, batten down the hatch, because these first, especially 6 months, are going to be tough. And here he is golfing, and he's sending illegals on one of those planes, like Rachel Maddow talked about, that $80,000 a trip. It's crazy. He's just not thinking. You know, as I told Andre today, in that six-part story that I read about how the Nazis lost the war, one of the things was they spent so much money gathering up the Jewish people and whoever, the gays, the disabled, the gypsies, they gathered them all up just to burn them up or have them work in these camps, and they paid out more money, and they ended up with no money. They were in such a crisis money-wise that if they had a tank or something built, it was built real shoddy because they couldn't use good quality. And the other thing is they killed off all these brilliant Jewish scientists or anybody from any other country, scientists, who would have helped this nation, all nations, and they destroyed them. So Trump reminds me so much of Hitler. But you know, Hitler wouldn't have liked him. Hitler would have said he's nuts. So I got to tell you, I'm sorry about this thing with the Medicare and all that. I see a lot of stuff going on. I do see enough pressure that Trump says, because even if they tried to bring it to the court to fight it, it would take too long. But I'm almost feeling something will happen that he has no choice, because it's bad enough that people are going to say, you know, I don't care if he doesn't like me voting for this or that, because I'm not going to get voted in because of the things he's doing. That's your bottom line. They want to be able to be voted back in. And if the constituents say, you better change this or else, that's what I'm seeing. The words of the people are stronger. And there's also this immigration. You know how many people are on the news that voted for him that are now losing their spouse or something? Some lady from Venezuela is getting shipped out. Anyway, we could go on and on till the cows come home. And you know, the media loves to jump on this, but it's the truth, and that heartache is palpable. Why hurt children? Why hurt the elderly? Go get a job. 85-year-old people in nursing homes need to go get a job. Children need to go get a job and quit complaining. Anyway, now, if you look at Medicare or whatever and your Medicaid, and you say, I'd like to improve these things about it, that's one thing. But you just don't blatantly stop and cut it off. And then he lies and said the military came to California and turned the water back on, turned the faucet on. Total blatant lie. Never happened. Keep thinking I see somebody. Oh, it's just my stove. If you hear some noise, it's not ghost assist. It's my guys. They're almost done with my shed. My guy Gus that does all this, he's so sweet. Now he says he's going to go in my garage and add some shelves so my car can get in there. My car's never been able to fit. It's a big ass garage, but I got it so full of junk. So, okay, so don't you worry. Things are going to be better down the road. I see so much pressure on Trump, he has no choice. I want to tell you something else I picked up. I don't know where it came from. I mentioned it slightly to Andre. Out of the blue. You know how sometimes I get something out of the blue. I saw Trump and Pete, I call him Hedgehog. I saw them talking, and I saw some sort of preemptive strike, or them thinking they're going to get away with using the military. I see something where he's going to start. I don't know if it's even something like Greenland or Panama Canal, or if it's like Iran. But I see them doing something that in turn is not comfortable for our military. They have to take orders, but I also see like it constitutionally doesn't make any sense. There was no war declared, blah, blah, blah. So I see this strike happening, and then that's when You think he's in trouble now? Wait till they do this. It's going to really piss off people because there's going to be boots on the ground and our American people will be in the way of harm. And that's when people say, this guy's got to go. See, what he does is he goes behind closed doors and he's making up stories as he goes along. He's got that Pete guy, yes, master, and just doing, if he comes to a full stop, Pete's head will go all the way up his behind. So you just follow whatever he decides, and he'll get mad at Pete. He'll turn around and say Pete did it. Just like I told you, he's going to eventually say Elon did it. So Andre sees Elon and Trump in some bad stuff coming up. Trump keeps going bad. Elon has a little reprieve in the summer. But I see Elon having to take off, exiting stage left. So that's that visual. Of course, remember when I was using these cards and how they were so awful? So tell me, I had sort of a hit of something happening. Angel, light, and mercy. I had sort of a hit of something taking place. And tomorrow I have revealing light. I'm so excited. She is so sweet. She's as sweet as they come. Smart. Oh my God. Those Australians, they're all smart. Australia's going to go through some significant climate stuff too. I don't know why I just got that. Okay, tell me what I can tell. Angel blood. What is the thing that you're trying to let us know about? Why did I get that hit talking to Pete doing some preemptive strike? Volcanic mountains. Volcanic mountains hiding something. So they're definitely going to hide whatever it is they're trying to pull. Disaster wreckage. Heavy burdens. And we'll do one more. Commercial airline. Interesting. Is there something to do with an airline, or is one of our airlines going to be hit by something and then we retaliate without quite knowing the details? Something's going to happen. I don't think it has anything to do with Russia. So, as you know, China went through the roof with this new AI thing they did. We lost 57 something billion million. We're going back up right now, but not that. Let me tell you, tariffs start happening February 1st. This is when you're going to see I have some things. Some people before I bought this house had a couple of big things where they grew stuff. I'm filling it up. Sorry, you guys. Hold on, let me put this on hold so I can grab these. Oops. I have too much junk up here, you guys. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Got the cards back up. So let's just get a general on that. Let's just get a general. So I got a hit on Trump doing some preemptive strike. Could be something to do with an airline. Maybe we get hit and he just decides to retaliate without telling anybody. Ooh. Resigns and leaves office. There you go. That's it in a nutshell. That I think, was I talking about Elon? Because Elon was on my mind. That's interesting, but he's not in office. I heard a lot of information coming into the White House goes directly to Elon. but Elon wasn't nominated. Elon is not part of the administration for reals. Plus, he's got the mama one that's covering her guy, and she won't let him get near Trump unless he goes through her first. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I think that's what I was asking about. Now, hold on. What else did you guys want to do? Oh, you guys, Kansas City has reported an outbreak of TB. That's a terrible disease. It killed a lot of my great grandmother, my great uncle. They called it consumption in those days. So TB, 70 cases so far. Well, we have a large outbreak. TB, well, we have a large outbreak. Yes or no? We're definitely going to have a food shortage. Look at that. I love these cards, you guys. So let's throw the regular. Yeah. The TB in Kansas City, is that trouble? See, Trump will even let you talk about it out loud. God, you start losing people with TB, then he's really, really in trouble. Um, he's going to realize down the road here, we got a bit of an epidemic. I see him actually putting a female in charge of kind of sorting this out and making sure it's going to be okay. I actually see him allowing that, but it's not till like this summer or the fall. But other newspapers in Kansas are talking about it. They're trying to let people know, be careful. But I do see him having a female take care of business. And they're saying just be cautious and patient. I used to get tested for TB because I worked in the hospital. And they will put you in jail if you don't take your TB medication. At least out here, that's how it was. They don't want you infecting everyone. They may isolate a lot of people. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, you guys. The Democrats will win. I don't know why I know this. Let's ask these cards. These cards are so much fun. I don't know why I like them so much. I posted where you can get these. She doesn't live in the United States. It's a little expensive, but let me ask. We have so many good cards out there, Lena and everybody. I'm wanting to know midterms. Midterms. What are you going to tell us? Midterms. Resigns and leave office. That one came up again. Taken by force with the celebrate success. So yes, because I could see blue, blue, blue. Now, not everything, entertainment purposes only. But when that blue happens, and I'm so upset it's going to take so long. And by the way, I just see the courts working overtime. Um, Mark Elias and all these people and all these judges. That one judge that was put in by Ronald Reagan, a conservative, said when they presented that we can take out people who were born here. He said, I've worked in these as a judge and my whole life, I've never seen anything as egregious as this, unconstitutional as this. You better give me some explanation that makes sense. They just throw it out and see if it sticks. So, this thing that's coming up. Oh, judge issues stay on Trump's funding freeze until Monday. So there's going to be hearings on this. I'm telling you, he's not going to be able to get by with this. Because what he's doing, he's basically, but the Congress, with that Mike Johnson sitting there like a bunch of idiots. I say that with pure love and devotion. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Terry said I'm freaked out by Tom T's predictions for California. Listen, I knew he had his people tell him something. It's in his newsletter. I suggest if you don't mind getting that kind of information, go to his newsletter. The reason I I don't feel it. I just haven't feel it. Not yet. It's not that it's not going to happen, but I wasn't feeling that. And and then I was very sorry because so many people, I mean, you guys don't need that kind of news while you're going through hell. Oh, and by the way, half the state of California, and people are saying, he's saying you move. People don't have money to move. A lot of people just don't have the money to move, especially now that your Medicaid and all that stuff is going away. So Andre is picking up April. I'm picking up March, but there's some big stuff coming up. Look out. And Andre feels within the next 2 weeks. And I did by the end of this week. There's some big news. I think Canada's coming out with some news. That now Andre doesn't think the thing was, stolen, but I'm telling you, they're coming out with more and more information. But here's the deal, you guys. He's already in there, and I don't think getting him out is as easy as people would like. You just can't say, oh, but I will tell you, they'll prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was a traitor. And it might happen. It won't be 4 years. It feels like within 2 years. So there's like huge trouble coming up for him. Kamala, I almost feel like she'll run for the governor of California. But when we came off the show, Andre said, I'm going to tell you whose chart was through the roof fantastic. Gavin Newsom in 28. And he said he's going to write him a letter. Dude, you don't write me back. I just want to tell you, your chart's fantastic. So, so many people hate Gavin too, even here in California. But he'll come up against a bully, and that means something. So we shall see, you guys. You guys know my feelings on him. I think he's a little bit more for like these insurance companies that upped our car rates and everything through the roof. Eventually, this will all change. Okay. When will the CDC and FDA start to communicate? And he's shutting off FDIC that protects our money in the banks. This man is crazy. He's cray, straight up cray. Okay. When will the CDC and FDA start to communicate with the public? Well, right now they're stuck. They can't do it. The king has spoken. Okay, I just got something. There's going to be an organization that's a nonprofit that sort of on the side, that's not affiliated with the government, that's going to give us information, but they're getting it from them. But it's off the table. Do you know what I'm saying? Trump probably throw a fit, but I almost feel like they're organized by the people for the people. It's like it might even be from a different country, or they're getting information from a different country. And also, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to struggle. So there's going to be no choice. These other people are going to try to help people save themselves. Look at that. Just batten down the hatch and wait for it. This might not start up until April. But right now, that the TB going around, he doesn't want people to know that. Oh, did you see Carolyn Kennedy? Carolyn Kennedy was on the news, and she said, my brother's a whack job. Not my brother, sorry. My cousin, whatever his name is. Oh, my friend Joy Harjo. She got to sing with Jackson Brown the other day in Tulsa. Too bad I don't live down there. Okay. And also that actor was there, the one I really like. What is his name? Let me look him up because I want to give him creds. Ethan Hawks. Ethan Hawks. He did a little bit on her and said that, he performed with these people and he said, yeah, the poet rocked it. So it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I really like Ethan Hawks. He's a good actor. Okay. So, you know what I watched last night? I'm listening to the biography of Al Pacino, which was really funny because, first of all, my dad was named Al, and his name is Al. And my grandma used to call my dad Sonny Boy, and his nickname was Sonny Boy. So I thought, geez, we got so much in common. We should probably meet for lunch and chat. But my dad was born in 33. I think he was born in 40 something. So it's a big difference. And my dad definitely wasn't Italian. He's very Italian. My dad was German, Irish, English, and Dutch. Okay, so I'm Heinz 57, you guys. So let's see what else you guys have to say. I don't want to keep you too long. If you'll notice, I'm coming on a little more, but I want to make sure they're short. Oh, you guys, but I tried to go to the beach the other day. I went to a nude beach and they made me sit in the disabled section. So there you have it. That just put me down in the dumps. I stole that joke. Okay, here we go. Tell me what I can tell everybody. I probably should do a live one again. I enjoyed talking to you guys. Okay, where am I going? Okay. Thank you guys for all the comments and the questions. Yeah, Blue Horizon, the lawyers and judges will be able to stop Trump from illegally ending all federally funding. And this is the thing. Congress is the ones that are doing that, yet they're sitting like a bunch of rats, shaking in their boots for fear of talking against the master. But this is what will change things. Their constituents. There's right now, the dams have been on the news and they're saying they're getting swamped with people calling. And so, they're not going to discuss it, but they're getting their phones blown up. And you know what? Don't mess with them. And let me tell you, this could be the thing where I saw people marching in the streets. What do you have to lose? I see people just, I hate to say, I'm not going to tell you everything I see, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be, he may even bring police and do things against the marchers, but I told you there are going to be people out there that will sacrifice themselves for democracy. Oh yeah, so Dan just wrote me and said the federal judge just blocked Trump. Yeah, you can't just yeah. Oh, guess what? No paycheck, can't feed your kids. Too bad. SNAP, that's the name of the program. SNAP. You know how poor you got to be you got to be poverty to get SNAP so you can get some food to eat. Okay. Yeah, Capricorns, you guys are finally getting out of that funk. Boy, I have more Capricorn friends that have been in such a funk. Finally, it's going to pick up. Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert are safe. Rachel Maddow is safe. He desperately would love to just drag them in jail or whatever, but I don't see him being able to do it. So the downfall is going to happen. I don't want you guys to worry. I want us to keep tabs as we can keep a feeling on the pulse. You're going to see a lot of stuff happening this week, beginning of next week. Oh, it's going to be a show. So don't worry about, for instance, like that judge just stopped them from being able to freeze people's money. So, You're going to be able to eat, you're going to be able to get groceries, but in the meantime, watch this space because this guy is going to pay for this. I love it. Okay, you guys, I love you all. Thank you for being so generous and kind. This community rocks. And check me out tomorrow. I'll be with our girl from Australia, Revealing Light, who just did a wonderful book. It's not out yet, but you can pre-order. I pre-ordered mine. Okay, love you all. Cheers.